All right, so today on the Build Project, we are actually going to work on our roofing and to find the best roofing company. As usual, we're going to get on the Ayuda app and make a request for a roofing company to come and fix our roofing for us. So let me just get on there and see whether we can get the best roofing company or probably a roofing company that's got the best reviews on the Ayuda app. You know, you can get all the service providers and all the products as well that are quality enough to fix your home, any part of your home on the Ayuda app. So let's get to work on our roof today. And of course, the Ayuda app is where you can find all the service providers for your home, whether it's the roof that you want to fix, a carpenter, a plumber, you know, an electrician. You can get it all that on the Ayuda app. So let's make a request on the Ayuda app now. Good to see you.
Same
How
here,
you
sir.
doing?
I'm very fine, thank you. Hope you're also fine.
I'm very well. I see some very lovely stuff you have here.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's Raincoat.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. So what are these? Are these colors?
They are the colors,
Or they are code
the names of
names?
the colors, and then the thickness of the material.
Oh,
So we offer a high quality material with a thickness gauge of 0.5 mm
oh, nice.
for all the colors. But the colors is the choice of the customer.
All right. So what is this supposed to be the name of this color?
Yes, please.
Ironstone.
Ironstone.
I thought it was ladies that actually love colors. You know what I mean?
Ladies
they,
do,
They
so-
have different names for colors. I didn't know.
Correct. So normally what
you
we
know,
say is that if you want to have a peace of mind, then you need to let your
partner choose the color.
so that they have total peace of mind.
Okay. So today I want to know a bit more about Raincoat Roofing Systems.
Okay, that's
Because
fine.
we've got a project to do.
Okay, we are ready to do it for you. So,
Okay?
Yes.
All right. So tell me about Raincoat Roofing Systems.
Okay, so I would say we're a premium roofing company which started in 2004. So we are over 20 years now. And then we've been providing this quality service for all these years. We actually have various services when it comes to the roof. So we look at the roof in terms of if it's an old roof, we can change it and give it a new look. If it's a new building that you are building to, we can actually look at it, give you the steel trusses, give you the roofing sheets, and then give you the ceiling noggins as well. You know, before you can do the ceiling like what we are seeing, there has to be a framework in place to receive the ceiling material, whether POP, plasterboard, TNJ, or whatever material you are looking at. And then when it comes to the outside ceiling, you know, mostly people use TNJ for the ceiling, but that doesn't give you the longevity you want. So we also have a solution when it comes to the outside ceiling.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So basically, that is what we do.
I see. And do you give warranty on your products as well? Because a lot of people are concerned about how long the materials for your roof are going to last. Do you offer some warranty?
Sure, we do. So when it comes to warranty, we actually provide two forms of warranty. We have the form 1, which is installation warranty. So that is actually going to guard against any issues that will come as a result of the craftsmanship that we provided. And in fact, when it comes to that, we provide the number of years that we provide is 5 years. So that is actually the longest we can have in terms of the market that we are in. So we give you 5 years warranty on workmanship, and then for the installation warranty, with the material performance warranty, it actually depends on the location. So one may say, okay, my project is here, so give me the number of years, but we don't do it that way. We have a process
that it goes through. So what makes a good roofing company different from what we call an average installer?
Okay, so you know, a good roofing company has a system in place whereby everything is not done by one man. An average installer is going to assess your roof and then go and buy the sheet and come and do it for you. But as a roofing company, we actually have to look at your problem and tailor the solution to it. So what we do is that we come to site, we measure the project on site, we take measurements, we do some assessment, we have discussion with you because your input is also key.
Right.
We don't just impose because we are the roofing expert, but we engage you. How do you want the roof to look like in terms of design and all that? So we look at all that and then we tailor the solution to it.
So, Seth, what should people look out for when they are choosing roofing materials?
So when it comes to that, I think it's a very good question. What normally people look at is the price. But the price shouldn't be the only factor you should consider when buying a roof. The main thing you need to look at is the composition of the material you are buying. So with that, I would suggest we go to the reception.
Okay.
So that
you show us some of the stuff that you have.
samples there so that
Okay, cool. Okay, Seth, so you were telling me about the materials.
Yes, sir. So what I wanted to demonstrate to you is that, you see the physical or the end product like this.
Yeah.
But as a customer, you may not know what is in there.
Okay.
So what is in there making this material is the composition I was talking about.
Ah, right. Okay. So what is the composition of it? Because I know there are aluminum roofing sheets. There are those with aluminum and manganese and zinc. So what is the composition of the materials that you make, and why do you choose this?
So the composition of our material is actually aluminum, magnesium, zinc, and then silicon.
Magnesium,
yes, correct.
Zinc,
and silicon.
And
the
silicon
is actually the bonding agent that is actually making all the other composition very to be able to bond well with the steel. So what you see here has a base steel in it.
Okay.
So a base metal, basically. Right. So what I'm trying to say is that before you can have a finished product like this, we have a base metal in it. And with the weather environment, if you leave a base metal without any protection, rust will occur.
Right.
So to be able to prevent rust, you need to actually protect the base material, which is the metal, so that it doesn't incur any form of rust. So basically what I'm trying to say is that in terms of the coating prevents the base material, which is the metal, from rusting or corroding. So what you actually put as the protection is the key thing as a customer you need to look at when you are buying any roof. But normally we don't do that. What we do is that we look at the quotation, we look at the price, and then we say, oh, this is too much, this is less, so let me go for this one.
Okay.
But basically the coating is what you need to look at.
So the composition of this again is what?
Is
aluminum, magnesium,
zinc, and then silicon.
Zinc and silicon.
So we have 4. So basically, if I'm actually to bring it to a basic level for all of us to understand, I'm sure you know Gary soakings.
Yes, yes.
So with the Gary soakings, what happens is that, you can do Gary and sugar. That will give you some form of taste.
Yeah.
You can do Gary, sugar, granite. That is another taste. Gary, sugar, granite, milk. And then these days, the students do Gary, sugar, granite, milk, and Milo.
Hey! So what type of roof is best for Ghana's weather conditions?
Okay, so with that, I would say that it depends on the environment. We have various types of material in the market. But what will actually perform depends on where you are going to use it.
Okay.
So you may have a low quality material. If you are not using it close to the sea, close to an industrial environment, close to any harsh environment, that will work. So to you, because it's working, if you're also going to have another project close to any of this environment that I mentioned, you may think that you can use the same material, but it's not.
Okay.
So it depends on the environment and the type of material you can use. But what we have, because it has magnesium, it can be used no matter the environment.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's great. Yeah. Now let's talk about trusses, because I see that this showroom is made of some of the trusses here.
Yes.
These are they steel trusses or
yes,
what?
They are light gauge steel trusses. When it comes to the trusses as well, we have various types of trusses in the market.
Right.
Some that is very heavy, that when you put on the building, you see when they are doing big projects, especially some big warehouses, some big churches, they use that type of material. But what we have is actually a light gauge material that doesn't actually put a lot of pressure on the building, because when you have a lot of load on the building, which is a dead load, what happens is that because that load is going to be on the building for a very long time, you see cracks on the building.
Okay.
But this is a light gauge material that is lighter but thicker.
Right.
You'll be able to do whatever you want it to do.
Okay.
So that is what we have in terms of the trusses.
Many years ago, our homes were made with wooden, trusses, if I can put away. We'll call the carpenters to put wood on it. Now I see a lot of people going for metal trusses. So tell us, wooden trusses versus metal trusses. What's the difference? Why are a lot more people going for metal trusses now?
Okay, so the reason why they are going for metal trusses now is that if you compare the benefits of the metal trusses, it outweighs the benefits of the wood. Somebody will say, oh, but we've been using wood for over 50 years and there is no problem, so why should I switch to this? The reason why you have to switch to this is that, we're also trying to protect the environment.
Right.
So we have issues with people, deforestation and people cutting wood here and there. They don't even wait for the wood to season well and they cut it. So what happens is that we're actually cutting all our forest. But with the metal trusses, we actually protect the forest.
Okay.
Apart from that, you have a very long performing roof because this is steel. There is no warping, there is no issues with changing shape in the long term. But with wood, it will work anyway. I won't condemn wood. Wood, it will work, but in the long term, this will work much better.
Yes, this will be okay. What are some of the questions as a homeowner, if I want to roof my house, what are some of the questions I should ask the roofer?
Okay, so that is a very good question. What I would say is that there are a lot of them, but there are major ones that you have to ask, because if you don't ask those questions, you're actually going to buy something that you don't need to buy. So what I would say is that first of all, you need to look at the type of material you are getting. So what type of material? You may not be that technical to know the type of material, so you need to engage professionals to be able to advise which type of material, especially depending on the environment you find your project. So that is question one. And then when you look at the next question you are supposed to ask is how many years warranty is that material going to give me? Because you have a lot of issues with performance of material in the environment we find ourselves. So people just tell people, oh, we'll give you 50 years, we'll give you this, but without backing it with any form of document.
Right.
But as a homeowner, you need to ask all these questions before you decide on the type of company you are going to roof with.
Okay.
Then the other one is, if you're actually going to do your project, the design of the building, you need to have a discussion with the roofer. The fact that you have your own roof design doesn't mean that you should go by that design. Sometimes the design may have a problem, but if you engage the roofer will tell you that this thing, looking at the pitch, the slope, the design, and the type of building you want to put on, this will not work. So let's do this, let's change this, let's do that. That type of discussion will help you to actually make the right decision as a homeowner. So basically, I'll put it in these three various questions that you need to know before you decide, okay, I'll give my roof job to this company or that company.
Okay. Now, does the slope of a roof matter?
Very well, it matters a lot.
What does that do? Because I know that there are some roofs that you'd see that have a very steep slope, some have a very medium gradient, or pitch.
Some also have a very shallow slope.
Very shallow slope.
So what happens is that the roof, actually the beauty of the roof also has a factor if you look at the pitch. So some people will say, let's project the pitch, let it look that high.
What is the pitch again? The pitch is what?
The height of the roof.
The height of the roof, that's the pitch.
Yes.
Okay.
So how long you can actually see the roof from the top of the lintel to the apex of the roof.
Okay.
So that tells you the pitch of the roof. So it actually plays a major role when you're actually looking at the design of the roof.
Now, I know that there are some roofs that clean themselves, in quote, so that dust doesn't settle on the roof. There are some roofs that you see that dust has settled there over time.
Correct.
The raincoat roofs, are they like that? Are they self-cleaning?
Sure. So we sell, like I initially mentioned, we sell premium. So our roof has that cleansing property. So how it works is just like the non-stick cooking utensil we have in the house.
Oh, right, okay.
Basically, that is the same concept. So what this one does is that it doesn't allow dirt to stay permanently
on the roof.
So you may have dirt, you see a lot of dirt on the roof, but anytime it rains, it will wash everything.
It just washes everything away. Okay.
So, and with that, it helps. We have another technology in the material we sell, which is the Thermatech technology. What it does is that it actually helps the roof to repel heat instead of absorbing heat.
Okay.
So for that to perform very well, you need to have a clean roof. Because if you have a lot of dirt on the surface, that means the roof cannot be able to repel the heat that you're supposed to do. So
it will rather absorb it.
It will absorb it, and that will come into the room. So you have to put the air conditioning on, the fan on all the time. But if you have this one, having this property, you don't have to worry about energy consumption, because this is going to reduce your energy consumption by about 15% annually.
Right. Now let's talk about the color of a roof as well. For a lot of people, for me, it's not just color of a roof. It serves as directional signs. You know how you go like, please, if you are coming to my house, if you come out, you see some house with a red roof. That's the house. So what really does the color do for the roof or the house?
Okay, the colors you see there, they all have the Thermatech technology.
Okay.
But what happens is here is that the lighter the color, the more heat it can reflect.
Oh.
It works like the white shirt and the black shirt.
And then the black shirt, absolutely.
Correct.
Okay.
So
okay.
amongst all these colors that we have here, this one has the highest form of reflection. We call it solar reflectance index.
Okay.
So the lighter the color, the more heat it can reflect.
It will reflect. Means the cooler the room will be.
Correct.
So this roof will have a cooler room
as
than
compared
say
to all of them.
Maybe this one.
Yes, because
right?
it's a darker color.
It's a darker color.
So if you are choosing a color as a homeowner, you need to consider all
of these
before
things
you make a choice. You shouldn't just look at this is red, this is blue, and then I'm going for that.
I mean, I begin that to a lot of people used to choose the color of their roof based on what the wife
correct
says.
If you have
my wife's favorite color is red, so the roof will be red.
If you want to have total peace of mind, leave the color bit for them.
Yes. I know Halima behind you is smiling because she did that.
For the women, you have total peace of mind if they choose the color. If not, they will never like the roof.
Absolutely. Okay, so a lot goes into all of these things, and I'm totally happy that you've explained all of these things. I mean, I'd love to see the stock and how you guys package these stuff. So can we head there and then have a look at it?
I'll take you around and show you how we go about the production process and all that, so that you can see how we.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Great. Good morning, Team Raincoats. Yes. Good to see you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Build Project.
Thank you.
It means that our roof is going to be sorted today, right?
Yeah, sure.
Or probably
we'll
do the inspections and all of that,
yes,
right?
so we would have to do a reconnaissance survey, know what the problems are, and know what solution we will want to give to your current situation.
All right, come in. Let's walk then.
Okay.
I mean, when you have a look at it now, what do you see?
Okay, so taking a look at it from the outside, I can see your ceiling, outside ceiling, it's falling off, probably because of leakage issues. Your fascia has some rust on them, probably the roofing sheet as well.
Yeah.
So this will require that we change.
The color is all gone.
Yeah, it's faded. Yes.
What really causes the color to fade like that?
One has to do with the material quality.
The material quality.
Yeah, which is on the lower side, and so we'll give you one that is much better, that would fit.
When you say on the lower side, what kind of components do you think this particular sheet contains, and the one that you actually have? What's the difference?
I can't really tell what kind of material they've given you, but then from the rust aspect of it, I can tell it's steel.
Okay.
Probably coated with some kind of alloy. I cannot tell for now.
Okay.
But we are giving you AM, which is aluminum magnesium, and this comes in a component of the base material being steel. You have aluminum as part of it. You have magnesium in there. You have zinc in there, and you have silicon, which is the binding agent for all this alloy.
I see. Okay. Well, we can take a look around.
The ceiling is in a very bad state.
Yeah.
In a very bad state.
And you would say it's all the fault of the roof?
Yes. If the roof is protecting the entire building, it should as well protect your ceiling and every other thing that is within it and beneath it.
Okay.
So I think the roof has an issue, and that is why we have all these problems.
But I thought the steel fascia should be able to protect the roof. It still couldn't protect it.
It should, yes, but then it's unable because of the material quality we have in there.
Okay.
And we are going to provide you with a modernized steel fascia, which would function much better than what we see now.
I see. Okay, what else do we see here?
Okay, so we can talk of the current roof design we have. It is a gable roof. It's quite old, but then we can modernize this by...
This is an old design, you say?
Yes.
And they are modern roofs?
They are modern ones.
Okay, what would it look like? Because I thought because the building is rectangular, it just made sense that it looks like two-sided.
Yes.
Can anything be done about this?
Yes, we can actually modernize this and give you a current design that looks much more.
What is it going to look like?
So it's going to look like a hip roof.
A
so
hip
yeah,
roof.
we're going to give you a hip roof.
Okay.
And we can put in some designs like Dutch gables somewhere,
Oh, I see.
which will give it a very nice look after
Okay.
we're done. So it will not look simple as it is now.
As it is now. Okay.
Yes.
But does the design affect anything? Does the Dutch gable, or what do you call
yes,
that?
Yes, exactly, Dutch gable.
Okay, what does it do? Does it do anything functional apart from just making it look glamorous?
So aside its aesthetics purposes, the Dutch gable allows fresh air into your roof.
Oh.
And so it brings about some cooling
Yeah.
in the roof.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice.
And to talk about the roof carcass material we're giving you, ours is basically steel.
Steel.
Yes.
Okay.
It
the
also
steel
has
trusses.
Yes, steel
Those
trusses.
are the steel trusses.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
But what effect does this wooden truss have on the building itself?
so basically the wood is quite heavier than
The steel trusses.
we are giving you.
Okay.
Ours is a light gauge steel material.
Okay.
And so it doesn't exert much pressure on your building, unlike the wood, which is very heavy. Okay, so we are in now, and we can see same issues from the inside. The ceiling is falling off because of the leakage the roof has. So
the round spot means that there's a leakage at that part of the roof.
Exactly.
But what causes this kind of leakage that we're seeing?
yeah, so one has to do with the type of roofing sheet we have on. It's an IBR sheet, and which requires that we nail the roofing sheet to the roof carcass. And this
that's the
nail,
wood?
yes, the wood.
Okay.
And these nail points, when they get rusted, it's prone to leakage issues because the holes are kept in there, and which will allow water to pass through into the ceiling.
That means there are a lot of, points all over.
Exactly.
That probably might have caused this.
Exactly the case. So when we change the roofing sheet, what we are using now, what we're going to use for you is not the IBR type.
Okay.
The snap lock.
It's called what?
Snap lock. Yes.
Okay.
Which does not require nailing, because they interlock with each other. We wouldn't have to nail the sheet to the steel material.
So if they interlock, is there a sealant that's supposed to, or it just locks like
Yeah,
that?
it locks. It's a snap lock, so it has a female and a male side.
Okay.
So the moment you lock one to each other, you are okay. You won't have leakage issues with your roof. And you should.
Is the female fair or that?
They have same color.
The Build project is powered by MTN Home. And sponsored by Ayuda, official services partner. Vanguard Assurance, official insurance partner. Casa Royale, official towels partner.
Raincoat Roofing Systems, official roofing partner. FOMI, official cladding partner. BCK Paint, official paint partner.
Doormaster, official doors partner. San Cablo,
Official electricals cables partner. Blue Rose City and Blue Gardens. The Builders Market. Bathroom, get it right.